If you are enjoying the activities and stories that we're putting up on Facebook, please do give us a like below. Also, you can share our family support Facebook page with your friends and family. It's time for an activity now.
Hello, good morning AlbyTV viewers. I'm Claire, welcome back this morning. Today I'm going to be making a homemade hand scrub. I've made one before and it included coffee and it was very dark and I had mixed feedback about it. So today's one looks much more natural, probably a bit more appealing because of the colour, although I thoroughly like the coffee scrub. But I'm sticking with the theme that I had last week in using the lavender. The lavender's got to a perfect stage now, so it's really dry and it crumbles really easy, which helps with the exfoliation in the hand scrub. This is really lovely to make, so again, you know, just echoing what I normally say, get the children involved, let them help make this. They will really enjoy it and then you can reap the benefits. This is what it will look like. And we just need 3 very simple ingredients. So I've got some coconut oil, which, talking about the senses and the smells, it really does activate your whole sensory experience. I've got some sugar. You could use salt, you could use any type of grain you've got, that it gives it the exfoliation process. So the oil is the moisturising part and the grain is the exfoliation part. And the lavender obviously adds a very lovely natural looking product. It also adds the exfoliation because it's dry and crumbly and it smells amazing. So yeah, something very smelly, very lovely, very natural, that will keep our hands lovely and soft. You could use it on any body part really, make a scrub to have in the bath. So yeah, so I've got a small jar because I'm actually making this as a gift. I'm going to give this to my neighbour. So I've got a little jar that I had from some, I think it was a dessert that I had, you know, you get those packets. So you could use any jar, any container, don't have to go out and buy anything new, okay? So very easy, we just scoop out the coconut oil. I'm going to pop it in our little jar. So I'm trying to be neat here, only because I'm going to be giving this to somebody. But you could make a big batch in a big pot and then divide it up. So yeah, whatever you've got to mix it in really. So then I'm going to spoon an equal measure of sugar that I did with the coconut oil. So equal parts. You can play around with the consistency, it depends what you like. If you use olive oil or coconut oil. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend them together. Sort of like if you was making a cake and you've got your butter and your sugar, that's exactly what it's like. So we're mixing them. The coconut oil, especially on a warm day, it goes really soft. It can actually go to liquid, so it can reform as well if it's quite loose, depending on the temperature that you have it in. So in we go. So now I've got a very creamy consistency. And I'm a big fan of coconut oil, so yeah, it smells good to me. So there we go, and goes the oil and the sugar. So next we're going to crumble in the lavender. This is the fun part, this is what we all want to do. And it just crumbles in really lovely because it's nice and dry now, because I picked it 10 days ago, so it has really dried out. If you pick it when it's wet, which is what I showed you last week, it won't crumble and it won't have the properties that we need for the scrub. And if you put it in wet into the scrub, into the oil, it's just going to go mushy. So yeah, wait until it dries out. We're just crumbling in. So again, you're doing this at home with the little ones. The smell, it just heightens all of those senses, doesn't it? And we're talking lots about textures here. So we've got the smooth oil, we've got the rough sugar, we've got the crumbly lavender, all of those lovely describing words that we can offer to our children to build on their vocabulary. And of course, if they name one of the properties of what they're feeling or they're smelling, then they're serving you conversation which you'll return. So look, I've probably used about 10, you could use 10 to 15 stems in a pot like this, and I probably could still go in, could keep going. So I'm just going to use the last bits that are on the side. And again, you can use any container that you have. You can decorate your container, you can use like Sharpie pens to draw on glass. You can do anything your imagination takes you to. So I'm just going to mix, so it all mixes together, like so, like that. So in it goes. It smells amazing. As a decorative factor, I'm going to add I've had a paper napkin that I've just cut into squares, and I'm going to crisscross them on top like so. So you want if you do cover a jar, you want it to have enough so that it doesn't dangle down, but it's nice and covered. This could be feeling a bit smaller, but I'm going to leave it as it is. So as I said, I've made a pattern, and we've put that on top, and then I'm going to use a piece of string. So we'll just tie it round. You've got to be careful because your hands are probably a bit oily by now. And a nice big knot.
I don't want to go out tonight. I'm gonna have far too much lately.
And I found some cardboard, so I was going to make a little label. So, plain piece of cardboard, any colour, any size, doesn't matter. And I'm just going to cut a strip. There we go. I'm going to cut it in half. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little point at the top. You can see with some scissors, triangle, and there is a gift tag. No need to go out and buy expensive gift tags. Happily make them, but we just need to add a little hole. So if you are watching as a child, this is where you will need an adult to help you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have cloth, just because I'm going to pierce a hole. So can you see now? Yeah. And I'm just going to pierce a hole with the scissors so it goes inside the cloth. Just a little hole to put some string through, just like that. Okay. So then the string will go through the hole. And we just thread it on. Got to make sure that the hole's big enough for the string, obviously. There we go. And then tie a bow. There we go. So there we have it. I'm probably going to put my tag across the top because it's the size of the jar. Homemade lavender hand scrub. Very easy to make. Everything that's in this jar, I haven't bought anything new for this. It's all been stuff that's in my cupboard. You can experiment with different smells, different flowers, different petals. You could use oils if you have them, in terms of smelling oils, essential oils, and different oils for the moisturising factor. So give it a go, make a gift, get your senses enhanced, get your children mixing, picking some flowers and enjoying some lavender. And I'll see you again on Tuesday. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you want to check out our other content on AlbyTV, then you can check everything out on Facebook and our virtual program, which is on our website, and the link is on Facebook as well. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a good day. Goodbye.